heat. This is Point Blizzard, baby. Coming in hard and off the car. Coming with the flow, straight from the barrio. And coming with the heat from the damn street. This is PBNN Point Black National News, the late and the great edition, and the ghetto edition as well. Because this is what we must do at all times. Coming with the facts, the crack facts, and the boom bit to the line as this. This is PBNN Point Black National News. Now, today, we even see where now Biden is blaming other people for his bullshit, even when it comes to the the migrant crisis. You know what I'm saying? We see a story coming in here on the 710 WR, you know what I'm saying, and a report coming in by Terry. It looks like Tra- Channing or something, Channing or something, 14 hours ago Eastern Standard Time. We see where the Biden administration has reportedly sent a letter to the Governor Kathy Nutcase Ass Hoxler and Mayor Eric Greasyhead Q-Ball Adams, blaming structural and, you know what I'm saying, operational issues for the migrant crisis. He got some nerve to blame somebody else for something that he created. You know what I'm saying? The letter, you know what I'm saying, where, you know what I'm saying, obtained by Politico and offers a list of recommendations about what the two should be doing better to handle the influx of those seeking, you know, asylum. They ain't seeking asylum, they've been driven over here. You know what I'm saying? Those recommendations include better communications and data collections. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas recently not case ass Mayorkas, you know what I'm saying, visited New York to see the problem, you know what I'm saying, firsthand. More than 100,000 migrants have arrived in the city since the start of the crisis that creepy Joe Biden created, open border policy and all this different shit. You know, even creating cages down there at the border. He's causing a lot of women to be raped, little girls be trafficked. You know what I'm saying? The pedophilia highway by the creepy Joe Biden administration is on full open bloom. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there blaming somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He better take blame for his bullshit, and that's what really needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you got more than 100,000 migrants arrived in the city since, you know what I'm saying, the creepy Joe Biden crisis. You know what I'm saying? And the Mayor Greasy and Cuba Adams has reportedly asked the White House for more money. But the creepy Biden administration, who caused the problem in the first place, has not committed to any additional funding. hmm Oh yeah, we see the bullshit that he's on. You know what I'm saying? And got some nerve to blame, you know, Eric Adams and Greasy Head, not Case Haxel, for this problem that he created to begin with. You act as if like this is something that they created. This is something that he created. We even see where the violence in New York, protests against migrant shelters, you know, resulted in 5 arrests. You know what I'm saying? It already broke out to be a bad situation where people are fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? As you see, you know what I'm saying? Talking about now, we see here where we have another one coming in. Let's check it out. Nobody has ever done what we've done in the last, I guess, 4 years. Their entire economic plan, tax cuts for the rich and corporations, and record-breaking unemployment.
unemployment. The worst jobs report on record. Trump is the only modern president.
You know what? This is bullshit. Trying to blame Trump, talking about Trump had this and Trump had. Trump didn't have nothing because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, didn't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Why you blaming Trump for something that has happened based on the design of the demon Democrats and the bullshit that they had designed based on Section 8, based on Social Security checks, and based on a lot of other things that you put into the hands of people, and then, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people relying on these things and didn't want to work anyway. That's why the migrants came in here and got most of the jobs and all these different jobs. And then people want to complain, oh, the migrants taking all our jobs, but a lot of people, black people, ain't taking those jobs. A lot of people is not wanting to work those jobs. And I don't blame them in more ways than one, because their ancestors enslaved and died, you know what I'm saying, on this land, you know what I'm saying, under slavish conditions and bullshit, to where the children, and even after slavery, was discriminated against all the way up to today. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, not that I want to say he should quit. Trump just got hit with a devastating poll. Yeah, because people is jackass. You know what I'm saying? They got hit with a devastating poll, and talking that bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? That's due to people being jackasses to the situation, because there is no one better for the job right now than Donald J. Trump, whether you like him or whether you don't. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like him or whether you don't. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, but we say, in this matter, we say a new ABC, poll shows that while the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, he maintains a huge lead in the Republican primary contest, he's going to face huge problems if he reaches the general election. No, he's not. People would be stupid to even fall for some garbage shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you better play the game right while they're ahead. You know what I'm saying? They believe that Trump should suspend his campaign up to 49%, you know what I'm saying, up to 49% when he what? Oh, when the question was asked at the beginning of August, you know, prior to the latest indictments in Georgia, perhaps more trouble for Trump. 20% of Republicans believe he should end his bid for the. No, I don't think he should. I think he should stand firm and continue moving forward. We see Judge just, you know what I'm saying, Judge just said a disappointment for Fannie nutcase ass, black ass, party, caucus party follower, you know what I'm saying, idiot stupidness that she's out there trying to do to Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And what we see here, the judge just handed her ass some kind of situation here where we see the judge, it looked like Chuckan, you know what I'm saying, Seth Fannie was up for a disappointment in Trump's trial. You know what I'm saying? This is coming by Nick Reynolds, you know what I'm saying, on 8/29/23 at 12:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? In this matter, you know what I'm saying? In this matter, we see the judge overseeing the President Donald J. Trump federal trial on election interference charges may have thrown a wrench in the efforts of the Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Nutcase ass, black ass, dumb ass, balls licking wills, you know what I'm saying, try to try the current Republican, for runner for president in a Georgia courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Ahead of the next election, after weeks of back and forth between Trump legal team and the demon. This is all set. I can't believe people is even, what I'm saying, allowing them to get away with this bullshit that they're doing. The case has no water, and it's a weak case. You know what I'm saying? All the cases are very weak, and there is no hold to it, and there is immunity based on when he committed these things. So, a lot of it seems to be just a whole bunch of non-civical nonsense that they seem to want to continuously, you know, bring forth, when we look at it. But we see here where, what I'm saying, after weeks of back and forth, the Department of Team and the Department of Justice, Special Counsel Jack Smith, Office, U.S. District, Judge Tanya Chacon decided 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 on decided on Monday to begin jury selection on March 4th, officially kicking off, formal efforts to try to efforts to try the president on alleged on try the president on allegations he has he and his associate worked to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election and to remain in power. Trump has denied all wrongdoings, and he hasn't done anything wrong, and pleaded not guilty to the charges. Of course, what I'm saying, on March 4th, trial date, which comes right before the critical Super Tuesday primary for the Republican. Oh yeah, this is what they want to do. They want to make sure they try to disrupt and make every chance of him winning re-election a rough ride because they're dragging him through court. And Fannie Wills know for well she should sit her retarded ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Experts, Trump lawyers had heated outbursts attacking Judge Tucking, but she called his bluff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason one. You know? It was said. I think I've seen this before. You know what I mean? This is funny right here. Where a cat attacks a alligator. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Cats have a resilience, though. But we see Republican, you know, molding Biden impeachment. You know what I'm saying? The Republicans molding Biden impeachment inquiry take taking orders from puppet master Trump, puppet master Trump. Jeffrey, let's see what fuck he talking. Oh, his dizzy fucking ass. He always jumping up on the same another black ass looking ass dummy. Look like an Arabic ass me. He don't look like a black. He look like something like Obama crazy ass. You know what I'm saying? But we see here Mr. Jeffries or whatever his name is, House Majority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, a demon Democrat. Of course, a black ass nigga looking black as he is. So speed talking about Hakeem Jeffries. You know what I'm saying? He's a demon Democrat. How the fuck you black and a demon Democrat is a very good question I need to ask a lot of your dumb black asses too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Said on Tuesday morning that Republicans considering an impeachment inquiry into creepy Joe Biden's, wannabe faking ass, lying ass, cheating presidents are taking orders from the President Trump. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, Mr. Jeffries? Who you taking orders from? Creepy ass Joe Biden? You clown ass fucking nigga? You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck off the TV. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose to that bullshit talk. You know what I'm saying? We see New York threatening schools with legal actions if they try to block or even hinder migrant students from registering. Oh yeah, we see. Oh yeah. So now they're about to crowd out the schools as well. You know what I'm saying? We see worm found in woman brain has zero chill. You know what I'm saying? A worm found in a woman's brain. Now, how did that worm get in a woman's brain? Is the question that we ask. On January 21st, on January 2021, a 64-year-old woman from South Wales, Australia, you know what I'm saying, went to a local hospital for abdominal pain, you know what I'm saying, diarrhea, dry cough, fever, and night sweats. You know what I'm saying? her symptoms, worsened, and by 2022 included a forgetfulness, a depression after scanning her brain revealed abnormal uh, lesions. She underwent surgery, according to The Guardian. This is when the staff of the Canberra hospital made a shocking discovery while operating on the woman, neurosurgeon Dr. Harry, look like Harry Priya Bagan, pulled out a 8 centimeter long plastic, no, 8 centimeter long parasite roundworm called uh, collegial physical doctor to examine. Oh my God, you won't believe what just what I just found in this lady's brain, and it's alive and wiggly. The team at the hospital sent the still very much alive worm to the laboratory of Commonwealth's scientific and industrial research of the organ of support. But you see, a lot of this stuff is going to happen to people, in many ways, because they are practicing all kinds of medicines on people that should not be as well. So we have to be looking out for many of these things. We see GOP activist Alex, Talcott fatally stabbed in the neck at his New Hampshire home. We see a GOP activist, a GOP activist. This is coming in by Radar Online, by Haley Gunn 1 day ago. We see GOP activist Alex Talcott was fatally stabbed at his New Hampshire home, Radar Online has learned. Talcott, 41, was a popular Republican legal activist and New Hampshire Attorney General office confirmed he was an activist. The New Jersey Hampshire Attorney General confirmed that the lawyer was found dead at his home in Durham, over the weekend. On Sunday, the Attorney General issued a statement to the NBC News Boston, confirmed that Talcott was discovered with a fatal stab wound in his neck on Saturday. The activist manner of death was ruled a homicide, and no arrests, have been made. Okay, we see the attacks going down already. But we see CNN analysts, suggest even Democrats let Republicans try to. We see CNN analysts suggest demon Democrats let Republicans try to impeach Pete Biden. You want to know how to juice emphasis or whatever? Nobody give a flying fuck about juicing any goddamn thing. We see protests, no more illegal migrants, no entry, closed. Yeah, that's right. You got to stand up somewhere. If you don't stand up and stand together, then this is gonna overtake the neighborhoods, and before you know it, you're going to be sued with violence, rape, killing, pedophilia, and all kinds of crazy shit you would not believe. Because when we go back to, like, I'd say, like 2009, 2008, You know what I'm saying? Even around that time, even 2001, all the different stuff, you've seen different stuff was going on with these people raping and killing. So did the same thing we see with the guy that was raping, even with the Central Park jogger. You know what I'm saying? From what we understand, many of, say the guy that did it was a Spanish guy. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. I think he might have been even a Puerto Rican. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there was even saying that many of the five guys in the group, one of the guys was talking about he going back to join in and all this different shit. You know what I'm saying? So they had the woman in the park just raping a woman the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? And this is a retarded shit. And yes, it was about wilding because even many people had even said even they had said it. The one of the Central Park guys, he said they have a thing called wilding where they go and just wild out, and they was doing just that. Don't act as if that you won't. See, it's all right when black and black is black on crime, but when the black on black crime is going on, nobody really mention anything. Many black people are being killed and shot by other black people and raped and all kinds of shit, and we don't really hear about it. But the minute they raped a white woman, you notice everything blew up. So the fact of the matter is, why was you there in the first place, wilding in Central Park, or have a day called wilding? Because I remember a lot of people doing that shit. They go out and wild out and talk about shooting somebody and all this different type of stupid shit. And a lot of that was going on, back in the late 90s, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s especially, you know what I'm saying, in the late 90s, going into 2000s and shit, you know what I'm saying? But we see retired judge explains a stunningly stupid moment from Trump's team, you know what I'm saying, who gives a flying fuck. You know what I'm saying? New York State lawmakers urged Kathy Hochul to sign slavery reparations bill. You know what I'm saying? And she needs to sign the bill. What the fuck is holding Kathy Hochul up? You got some fucking nerves. You need to sign that reparation bill and you need to hurry the fuck up. You know what I mean? People getting tired of dealing with your punk ass idiot bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for you to give the black people what belongs to us. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you call it Section 8, but you're giving everybody else rental assistance, where many of the black people and the black children do not have Section 8, or the older people who deserve to have those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Fuck who is even if black people had slavery, it still come out. They should pay too. You know what I'm saying? The black people families who were involved in the slave trade, if they're still alive, they should be paying restitution for what their parents did to many black people. You know what I'm saying? And fuck if black people had anything to do with it. Their fucking ass is irrelevant right now. The main purpose is it was facilitated and it was carried out throughout the world on black people all over the world. You know what I'm saying? We're not concerned with no other race right now other than our own when it comes to the reparations that should be given. And Kathy Hochul needs to give it up. We see mass mandates return, full list of places with restrictions, mass idiot nonsense return. You know what I'm saying? We see liberal sanctuary cities face backlash from migrant tent shelters. This is a better life. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it is sure is a better life. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Talking about this is a better life. Yeah, a better life to do what? Cause havoc in the United States. That's all that's about. You know what I'm saying? Look, we see 1.9 million deaths in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Tied to Chinese COVID-19 is this disaster. You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we see this is coming in by the post coming from over in China. You know what I'm saying? To the COVID-19 exit. You know what I'm saying? Disaster. You know what I'm saying? But listen to this. The research has to tell me what you think about this. You know what I'm saying? The new research has found Chinese uh, decision to end the strict COVID zero strategy policy had a truly devastating outcome, with a new report claiming there have been 1.9 million excess deaths in just 2 months. You know what I'm saying? The figure applies to only the adults over the age of 30, oh yes, who died between December 2022 and January 2023. How did I know that? You know what I'm saying? According to the paper published on the journal, JAMA Network Open. The Chinese government has previously disclosed about 60,000 COVID related deaths in health faculties keyword health faculties, two keywords, health faculties, from early December to the middle of January. You know what I'm saying? The research estimated, is consistent with the forecast from other uh, uh, academic academic researchers and health groups. Despite despite being the first place despite being the first place to be hit by COVID-19, was able to quickly suppress the disease through stringent measures over an extended period. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Joseph, Unger, is senior author of the paper and a bio statistician, a serv health service researcher at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Because the Chinese population has been largely shielded from infections with limited natural immunity, and was not fully or well juiced with the V. Not well juiced with the V. The sudden introduction of widespread COVID-19 infection, had a disaster impact. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They put that in the people, and that's what the result was, because that's what they wanted to do in the first place. So they're lying in all ways. You know what I'm saying? They're lying in all ways. This is what they wanted to do. This is why they created COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? And now we're beginning to see for the first time and here in the report that in China, where they tested everybody and they gave them the V, and they gave them triple, double, and probably four, many V's until they about pop, you know what I'm saying? And then now we're seeing the result of what it was meant to do, depopulate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we see conservative anti-Trump group launch campaign hitting him over Georgia indictment. Yeah, because you're a fucking asshole. So you're definitely going to do that. We see, you know what I'm saying? We see protests over migrants in New York turns violent. Of course it's going to turn violent. It needs to, because this is what they wanted to do. This is a plan to to push people out and push them in. This is going to cause mass confusion, and there's going to be a head button, because, like I said, when they came over here, they're not sending them over to Beverly Hills or the rich communities. They send them into the poor communities. So by sending them into the poor communities, you can imagine what's going to happen if this shit goes the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And it's already going that way. But we see, yes, Donald Trump did make America great again. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he did. He made it very great, because he sure did reveal a lot of shit that we needed to really see. You know what I'm saying? We see, White House press secretary, you know what I'm saying, you know, Secretary thrown for a loop when reporters asked if Joe Biden wants to limit Americans to two beers a week. That crooked ass. See what you got. We see hundreds of New Yorkers protest migrant shelter at Staten Island School. You know what I'm saying? Coming down a greasy head, cute bald head ass Adams. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. Yes, we do. We have to stand up to it. You know what I'm saying? While they're busy using the word asylum seekers, do not let that stop you from standing up for the truth. They cannot put them in our community, in the black community, who has already been Jim Crowed and all kinds of, you know what I'm saying, talking about Jim Crow. You know, with the Jim Crow laws and all kinds of discrimination and all kinds of design and all kinds of chemicals and all kinds of shit, drugs, guns, gangs, violence, murder, killing, this, that, third, fourth. You know what I'm saying? Even bringing hip hop music to a Baphometical Luciferian stand form. You know what I'm saying? And bringing that shit into the neighborhood as well. You know what I'm saying? All of this is by design. After we've been hit by all these different political shit, even when you look at Chicago, how they were murdering people and murdering black kids all over Chicago, talking about gangs, drugs, guns, and gangs. You know what I'm saying? And not showing the trueness of what you should be standing up for. You know what I'm saying? And many of these kids are being murdered daily. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to bring these people who are known for even doing worse than that, you know what I'm saying, to women especially, and you're going to bring them into the black community. What you think going to happen to a lot of their children? Black people and children in the community, especially their daughters. So you keep on. You know what I'm saying? I hate to have to say it that way, but that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But we see roughly 400 New Yorkers protest a migrant shelter at the school in Staten Island on Monday evening, according to the New York Post. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bearing a large trap reading "No fucking way." You know what I'm saying? And that's right. And that goes out to man, greasy head, cue ball, motherfucking Luciferian blood sucking, following behind Biden, devil worship, deep state, along with all the Baphometical shit in front of 6 state buildings in the South. You fool of fuck. Let's get that straight. And no fucking way. And that's right. You stand up for what belongs to you and let Biden them, because Biden wants to overpopulate our communities with these people. And when these people have nowhere to go, they're going to create violence, they're going to create corruption, they're going to create rape, they're going to create pedophilia, they're going to do a lot of shit because their mind is already cornetical. You know what I'm saying? And obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? They have a very obnoxious way of thinking sometimes, and we have to be very careful with inviting them into our community, and it should not happen at all. Mayor Gilmore Adams there find a new community and build a new city for them, and even that can be dangerous as hell. You know what I'm saying? So we know for well that the regular people in the United States will stand up for the truth, right, and the justice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know what I'm saying? We got time for comments. We see Joe Biden prepares new COVID V for everyone. No, he don't. He need to prepare his dumb ass out of that chair and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? We see New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying, dim view of the Empire State. That is to the editor, you know, August 30th, 2023. You know what I'm saying? Everybody see them talking about a new this and new that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And this is another stupid story coming in here where an individual was stabbed, a young girl was stabbed stabbed in McDonald's, you know, over dispute of sauce dispute. You know what I'm saying? A 16-year-old girl allegedly, you know, stabbed another teenager girl to death. You know what I'm saying? In Washington, D.C., early Sunday, police said. The stabbing happened during an argument over a McDonald's sauce, CBS, you know what I'm saying, affiliate. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the fuck McDonald's barking over some motherfuckers. This girl was not to get hurt over this. And McDonald's been shaping their shit up because somebody just died on your watch. A young girl that's probably the first job and everything, and this is the experience that she got. You know what I'm saying? And they're arguing over sauce. Is you serious? You should be giving up the sauces any damn way. And you should have been telling your employees to also do so. As much money as McDonald's make, you know what I'm saying, for someone who probably brains weren't straight to begin with, goes in and argues over sauce and somebody gets stabbed, you should have just gave the sauce. Not saying that it was right to do that girl like that. It was not right in no shape or form. But it could have been avoided by McDonald's having a policy of giving out sauces. You know what I'm saying? Period. And better protection for its employees when any type of foolish argument comes down the line. You did not protect this girl. And McDonald's should be sued, I think, and paid to the family great restitution. You know what I'm saying? You got the money. Talking about some damn sauce. You know what I'm saying? That what you know what I'm saying? Where's the justice for the girl that got stabbed for protecting your bullshit ass sauce? Because even when I go to McDonald's, sometimes they act as if like they don't want to give you none. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask them 10 times even for ketchup. You know what I'm saying? They're cheap ass. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where Marjorie Taylor Greene has a new threat for Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Has a new threat for Republicans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We see people getting held at Walmart in Houston, Texas. A shoplifter. They got it. I don't know what's going on. People are doing crazy things. We see Pence outline day one, you know what I'm saying?